gentlemen, your host for tonight's show.
Here, I'll break it over your. I'll break it over your head.
Ladies and gentlemen,
You're a real crumb bum.
See, these guys are all the same.
With filthy mouths and bad attitudes.
The Crumb Show.
Welcome to the Crumb Show. I'm Fat Chicarella, Jesse Marchese, Chris Reynolds, and Jerry Joe Pesci.
Here at the Crumb Show, we like to get into the crumb side of life. We're all crumb dirtbags anyway, so let's just laugh about it and have fun. So I think this week, what are we starting off with? I heard Chris got a little Dickey story he wants to talk about.
Oh, yeah, we'll talk a little bit about some Dickey.
You were right the first time. He has a little Dickey.
And get right into the little Dickey story. You want to talk about Chris's penis?
Let's start with the story first because, I don't know.
You're tired of Chris's
Yeah,
penis
tired of Chris's
going in
penis.
and out of your mouth?
Oh, man. Cut that.
No.
No.
Clip that, you mean? All right, Chris, so let's get into your Dickey story.
It's time for the adventures of Dickey the Crumb.
Yeah, so, is that funny? So anyway, yeah, we've all heard about Dickey. Though, you know, remember we talked about Crumbs and bad Crumbs, good Crumbs. He was not a, he was a bad Crumb.
Yeah, someone said the president of Crumbs.
He's president of Crumbs. I mean, he's almost borderline, like, not Crumb. He's almost like whatever. Scumbag.
Yeah, he's fucking teetering.
He's teetering there. But he, I remember one time, I wasn't there. He was, don't worry about it. Pay no attention.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. It's like your first day here every
Jesus.
fucking week.
Pay no attention.
Fucking amateur hour.
Nice, man.
It won't shut the fuck off.
Yeah, it's called turn the ringer
Yeah,
off.
dude.
Doing
Jesus
that now.
Christ.
I
Go to your
apologize.
settings, go to Grinder,
My
turn
God.
off settings, notification settings, turn them off.
My God.
I apologize.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking Crumb. What do you want?
Yeah.
It's a fucking Crumb show.
All right, now back to
Back to the fucking Dickey
back to the
story.
story. All right, Dickey is a piece of shit.
We all
There's
know
There's
that.
no teetering. Dickey's a piece of shit.
He's a piece of shit, Crumb. And so, like, I guess he owed money. Like, he always owed money. You know, we're always moving, and it's always some bullshit with this dude. I guess he was on the phone with somebody like that was like seriously trying to get money from him, like not just a bill collector or something. It was like hardcore, and he said, you know, I can't take this. I thought I'm gonna just crash off a bridge or something like that. He said, you know, he's trying to act out of desperation or whatever. Well, I guess he said it enough and got into it with the person. Next thing you know, he's being hauled off to the state mental institution.
They 302'd him?
Yeah, for those of you who don't know this area, we have a giant state mental hospital in our town.
Shout out to all our state workers.
That's
Listen.
right.
Yeah.
We got a lot of good state workers there too. But yeah, so they hauled him off. So we had to go there, and like I had to go there and like visit him.
Was it a little
I
white
didn't
van
have to-
with guys in white suits?
Who
Yeah.
called?
The person he was talking to, I guess, because I didn't really hear all the conversation. I guess he like really elaborated. I guess once he latched onto that, I guess he thought it was going to help him to just say, "I'm not going to pay. I'm just going to kill myself and not pay."
I think that was just a story that he crumbed up. I think he caught some charges from another
Something.
crumb story.
I don't
that
really
he
know,
talked
but this is
about.
what I heard.
He got a case from one of them other crumb stories we talked about, and then just told you guys. I had to go to the state hospital for freaking out on the phone.
Well,
I
like
think
apparently he had to stay there for 2 weeks or something like that for evaluation, so he didn't kill himself. And I go in there and like all these, like, it's just like you see on the fucking any movie, like you know, you walking by this guy, like
What, you went to visit him?
Yeah,
In there for
I felt fucking.
He missed them.
Yeah.
No, I got guilted into.
He
it.
missed getting his ass beaten by a naked man.
I got guilted into it.
When he was leaving, Dickey went like this. Chris started crying, one little tear.
No, I freaked the fuck out. But it was like, yeah, but it was just like you go in there and there's like just you like you walk by and there's like this dude and he has normal look, just walking. But then you look over at him, and his eyes got like real wide and shit like that, and he starts like, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? There's all kinds of weird fucking people just walking around.
Yeah, they're crazy,
talking to themselves, doing weird shit in the corner. Like I didn't see anybody
one guy
like
threw
jerking
jizz
off.
at you.
No, I didn't see any of that. But
One guy offered
that
you
was in the,
Chianti
I think that was in the rooms down the hall. We weren't permitted to go near. We were chilled almost. I wasn't a child actually. I don't think I wasn't even. I think I was actually like
last year.
This was like late. I was almost an adult or possibly 18 at this point. But I got guilted into going to see him at the state hospital.
Did you guys hug when you seen him?
No. But like you got to think like
smuggle any contraband in.
What kind of fucking asshole like thinks that's gonna like work to like tell people like that you owe money to, like you're just gonna kill yourself? And I don't know, like you said, that could be bullshit, but that's what he said. He downplayed it.
It's a lot easier than caught a case for touching that old lady.
Yeah. But that's a Crumb thing to do.
Yeah, he's a guy, like that's the like. But I don't know, like I always try to wrap my mind like, what is the end game? Like, what did he get out of that?
I think it was more
2 weeks vacation.
I think it was more to buy him some time till he figured out what he's going to do. Yeah,
weird shit, man.
Get away from my bitchy old lady or my fucking pain in the ass kids. My old lady's asshole son.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably want to get away from me for a little bit too, but that wasn't like, it was like he never went to jail though. I never all the fucked up shit.
Yeah, you
he
played
ever
a
did
crazy
over,
card.
Like, he fucking got the one flew over the cuckoo's nest shit.
And they ain't nice in there either, dude. I delivered vending machines when we had the count there years ago, and I remember we went to I think it was the arts and craft room, dude. And I was fucking, me and my partner Julio were bringing the machine in, right? And we are gonna set up, and there was this chick there. She had these two. It looked like a chick from a movie, dude. She had two pigtails. They were braided, right? And she had like a denim overall dress with a beige sweater. I can still remember. I can still picture her. And I'm walking by her. She's just smiling at me. Had these big glasses on. And like, as soon as I got like this close to her and was walking by her, she was like, "Hi, buddy!" Scared the fuck out of me, dude. Yeah, I was scared as shit. Plus, these are like, you open the door, let you in, and lock the door behind you. So now I'm locked in there with these fucking nuts, dude. It's fucking nuts in there, dude. And we had a food machine there that had like Denny Moore beef stew. Mm-hmm. We put the machine in there, and the fucking guard came running after us. He's like, "Yo, you gotta get that out of there. That metal fucking lids, they'll fucking cut themselves up with this shit in here." I think that was in actually Building 50 where the criminally insane are.
Yeah, I know somebody who did some work in their carpet job. Lost a fucking pair of scissors in there because like big carpet scissors. Like, carpet scissors have like a big thing on the bottom. Like when you open them up, one side's real big,
right,
real sharp, and then a little. So yeah, lost them in there. They had to lock the whole fucking place down.
Never find them.
Never fucking found them.
2 pairs.
Wow.
2 pairs.
They were in
all right. I thought I heard one, but yeah, 2 pairs, and they locked the whole fucking place down.
Somebody had them in their prison wallet.
I don't know, but it was in one of the.
Dangerous, bro. You take that screw out.
Yeah, that's a shank.
That's 2 knives.
Yeah.
Damn.
Because those things are no joke. But I actually went there for church.
Oh
like,
my god!
When we were like in like.
You were loving it there.
Back in the
Sounds
day
like you
when
went
I was
back.
little, they took us there. Some youth group or.
You sure you weren't
church
there,
or
dude?
something,
You
and
were
they
like in a fucking youth insane group.
Yeah,
Dickey
they
didn't
actually,
even
this-
exist.
We're going to church.
Dickey never really existed. That's funny.
Fucking nut job
But
as a kid.
they took us in, and it was like around Easter, and we brought all these eggs and pretzels and packets of crackers and shit, and they brought all like the patients in, and we would sit around, and
Throw food
this
at
one
They're
lady, me
fucking
and this
animals.
dude were sitting there, and this one lady ate like a dozen eggs, right?
Ew, she
And then-
farted.
She Paul
stunk.
Newman.
Ew. Imagine them farts. Ugh.
And then like
Dozen
so
eggs.
she ate the eggs, a dozen of them.
Ew.
And so we put a basket of pretzels in front of her. And she fucking ate, and then she wanted some crackers. And finally, the nurse was like, "What's going on?" And I was like, "She just ate like a dozen eggs and both back." It turned out she
Fucking
had some.
snitch.
She had some disease, I believe it was called Pilac or something like that, where she would just eat until like it would like
gorged or
gorge or something. Like I don't think it goes up. I don't think it realistically could like go up to your throat, but in that sense, she would like just eat and eat and eat and eat, and she would never stop eating.
Yeah, I had a similar problem.
But it was amazing.
Jesus
we were just fucking.
Christ.
It was amazing. Like we were just gonna keep like seeing how much
you could eat.
We were kids.
Oh
what are you
my
putting
God.
kids with mental patients?
Keep feeding her till she shits.
Keep feeding you and feeding you
Right.
and feeding you.
But like there was some weird times at the state hospital.
Both of you guys almost killed people the times you were allowed in the state hospital.
Yeah. How about that?
Yeah, you remember we delivering pizzas there that one time?
Yeah.
We was gonna
Oh
steal the
my
fucking
God, that
car.
fucking nut, baby gold, dude.
Yeah.
This fucking nut. Me, Jerry, and shout out to George. We were
Shout out Georgie.
George delivered pizza. We used to ride around with him. So he had a fucking delivery to the state hospital, and this fucking nut was out there outside. George goes into the building. This fucking dude, did he get into the car with us?
He was talking to us through the window.
He was like,
first.
dude, you got it. What did he ask for? Weed or cocaine? I can't remember.
We were smoking.
We were smoking.
he
Smoking.
smelled
this
it.
night. He smelled it.
So we let him hit it.
Yeah, we got him a joint. And he was like, they give us weed in here with cocaine in it, man. They call it baby gold.
He sounded just like that.
Yeah, dude, I
Funny
fucking
as
was
shit.
scared as shit, dude.
We used to hang out down there. Like I grew up in the property of the state hospital, like in the back where the creek was fishing and all this other shit. And there was always people wandering around back there.
Yeah.
They would let him out and then they'd give him a time and he'd come back in. So there was just like fucking nuts walking all around.
I always wondered that. Whenever I was a young boy, even before I moved to Norristown, my grandma was in Norristown, so we used to come down every weekend, and then when my parents were fighting, whatever. When we used to come through Sturgis Street by Al Cold Cuts, you used to always see nuts walking around.
Yeah, they
and
should
like
let 'em out
I used to
on the
tell my
weekend.
mom, like, how come they just don't stay out? Like, if they're gonna let me out, I ain't going back to that nut house.
There's 10 buildings, 15 buildings. It's like a fucking huge
Yeah.
property.
But they would give him it was called a furlough.
Right.
They would give him a furlough.
Right. But somehow they would know to go back. Like they didn't have to, but I guess they weren't that crazy. They needed a place to sleep. But if you walk down the end of Stanbridge Street, that's where one of the sides of the buildings where you could go all the way down and go fishing and everything. But there was this one building that had like barbed wire and fence and
That's just so nobody would break.
right.
in there.
But then I was walking
cave.
by, and I heard 9, 9, 9, 9.
The fuck is that?
9. And I walked up, and I was like, it was like a bunch of people chanting 9, 9, 9.
That's kind of freaky.
So I walked up, and
Were they German?
I walked up to the fence and peeked in, and they fucking poked me in the eye, and they started 10, 10, 10, 10. Anyway,
What the fuck are you talking about?
He doesn't know.
Jesus Christ, Grandpa.
My dad used to work at the state hospital.
you didn't stop me. I figured somebody would stop me.
I thought you were telling a story
Yeah, we were
about some
fuck-
crazy
Yeah,
motherfuckers
that's true.
chanting 9. I was interested
I
in
mean, in a
something.
trance here, waiting for the finish of it.
For the first time, I was interested in something you were actually fucking saying. And it was a street joke.
He won't ever get that chance again.
Right.
Ever talked about the time my dad worked at the state hospital?
Nah.
He in the '60s, way before I was born. I guess he was like a teenager. He was maintenance in the state hospital. He used to tell me he used to fuck with the nuts. He said he used to go in the TV room. He'd clean up. He says if you turn that fucking TV off, they would fucking lose their shit. They would trash the joint. But he said he would go up there and turn the TV around, and they wouldn't say a word because they could still hear it. Thought that was fucking crazy.
It's pretty cruel.
Yeah. And they had a fascinating with all the keys he had on this fucking thing. Yeah.
Shiny and jingly. Living in Norristown with the state hospital there, when we were little, we lived on Astor Street.
Right.
Right across the street, there was like a halfway house type of situation. So it was,
Right.
wall to wall with people that just got out
Was
of the
that
state
down
hospital.
towards Erie Street?
Yeah, right near the
Yeah,
Astor Street
I
Bridge.
remember when there was not
Yeah.
house down
In
there.
those houses that we used to hang out in when my buddy lived over.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah, I
houses.
remember.
Yeah.
They had the steel doors on the front there.
Yeah. But then it would be all kind of, we're calling them crazy people. They're mentally handicapped and we're,
Come on, they're nut jobs.
whatever. But anyway, there was a dude on Marshall Street back in the day they called him Hitler.
Yeah.
I have no idea why. I never talked to him or
I
nothing.
can think of a few reasons.
But if you yelled Hitler, he would just throw his arm up in the air.
Like what? How?
You know how. I'm not doing it because I don't want to.
Like the thing they do.
What is it? Let me see.
I don't want to become a meme.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you were talking about.
Yeah.
And he kind of doesn't. He has the look that he shouldn't be doing.
Yeah, I shouldn't be doing that.
Did
I'm
he have
wearing
the-
an Easy E shirt on now. It's kind of.
Did he have a mustache? Like a little mustache?
Nah. He did have his hair combed. That is combed like that. though.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
You think he was a Nazi?
He would dress.
Maybe he was of that age because
I was gonna say because you're a kid, right?
yeah, I was it was like the early '80s.
So he was like a 60-year-old man.
So he was
Wow, he might have been a
yeah,
fucking
could have
Nazi.
been, yeah. Then we had Crazy Mary. All the old heads from Marshall Street, they'll all remember all these names.
Is that the lady with the shopping cart?
The little chubby faced lady with the long hair.
She had a little cart, like a laundry cart. Yeah. She smelled
Crazy
like piss.
Mary.
Yeah.
They all smell like
Yeah,
piss.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like my
She was
grandma used to
cool.
talk to her. When me and my grandma used to walk the plains, my grandma would talk to her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, my grandma felt bad for her.
Right.
Shopping cart Paul.
Ah, yeah, he's chicken.
Yeah.
Turkey.
He was mentally challenged though. He wasn't.
He called me chicken.
Yeah.
Dude, he used to throw that shopping cart in front of cars, man.
He would
nuts,
get mad
man.
as shit, dude.
Nuts. Whatever happened to him? He's got to be dead now, right?
Last I seen, he lived in Lansdale. I was driving.
No, you didn't. Did you see him in Lansdale, really?
Yeah, we have this leaky cunt aunt that had a birthday party that I wish would have been her last. And
That's leaky cunt.
I was driving by, and I just happened to look over at a porch house in Lansdale on like a main drag, and shopping cart Paul was standing there.
Really?
You know, and shout out to us for changing his name to shopping cart Paul. To you for changing his name to shopping cart Paul.
What, did I call him that?
Yeah, we all know his
I'll
real
take it.
name is R Word Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I was politically correct back then.
that's true. You've been
Yeah,
trans
see?
since the '90s.
Hey.
Well, there
Not that
was
there's anything
a
wrong with
couple
that.
other Pauls
He
that were a little strange
really?
that had deserved that word. So.
He lived on Pearl Street.
Yeah,
Because Johnny Bang Bang, or my dad's old buddy,
I remember
the old
that.
mechanic on Pearl Street, he owned a lot of them houses, and them nuts lived in there on Pearl Street, too. Yeah, because he had this one guy who was mentally challenged that worked in his shop, and my dad was down there getting a tire changed, and the fucking nut picked it up and was like, what do you want me to do with the tire? To my dad, he was like, I don't know. He told my dad to open up the back of the trunk. My dad was like, I don't want the tire. He goes, open the trunk, I'll throw it through your fucking window.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that dude was big. He used to sit in a barber chair in Johnny Bang Bang's shop.
yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Johnny Bang Bang. Worked on my car a lot for cheap.
Yeah, well, on Pearl Street, that's where I learned that bitches be talking shit.
On Pearl Street?
Very early age. I was probably only like 8 years old. And we lived on Cone Street
Right.
at the time, which was 5-6 blocks, some shit like that
Yeah.
from Pearl Street. So I'm down there running around with some kid, and I knew I wasn't supposed to be down there. But I didn't give a shit. That's how I did not give a fuck where I was supposed to do when I was a little kid.
Right.
So anyway, running around down there, and this old lady pops her head out of a door and starts talking to me. I did the math. This is my grandmom's sister. So I went home.
Was it really?
I didn't do the math right then and there.
Right.
Like, I knew this lady. I knew who she was. I go home, and my grandma was like, what are you doing on Pearl Street? And I looked, and I was like, how the hell did she know I was on Pearl Street? Then I was like, oh, I just seen her sister there. Bitches be talking shit.
Yeah, she was funny as shit, though, boy. She was like one of the first old.
Was she
probably
mentally
the
challenged?
First, no, she was the first old lady I ever heard like just straight curse.
Curse, yeah.
Yeah.
Up
Aunt
a
Babe.
storm. Yeah.
Yeah, she was cool. She was the cool aunt. You know what I mean? For like
Right.
my dad's aunts, she was
Just
the cool
woke
one.
up like this little son of a bitch just kicked me in my goddamn leg. I'm like, no, I
Yeah,
didn't.
yeah, like that type of shit.
Why? It's so weird when old ladies talk weird. I remember we used to go to the Eagles. We used to drink down at the Eagles. There was a older broad down there all the time. She used to talk sexy to everybody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was real weird. dude. And she
Maybe
was
it
like
was just
80. She was like 80, not like an older lady, like 50s, 60s, 70s. She was like 80
that's hot.
something. Yeah, she talked really like dirty, dude. Like made me uncomfortable a couple
Really?
times.
Suck
Like,
your dicks from the back.
Yeah, stuff like that. Like, yeah, like
Really?
yeah. Like want to see it and stuff. Like
What?
I don't There was rumors.
What did she call it? I'm interested in knowing what an 80-year-old lady calls
There was
a
rumors
dick.
that she was a little promiscuous back in like the early '80s and stuff, and then I guess she.
No shit.
She's promiscuous now.
Yeah, but like nobody's acting on it. She's an old lady. You know what
She
I mean?
pulls them teeth out. I bet some people will act on it.
Yeah, you
Follow-
don't know what happens at 3 o'clock and
Follow them varicose veins like an old Goonies treasure map.
That was good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fun.
Catch me at Soul Joe's Tuesday nights.
It's always comical though, man. It really is. I wish I would have recorded all that stuff back then.
Yeah.
Because everybody that walked in there, she had something to say, something real disturbing. Now I know how broads feel.
I missed all that.
Yeah.
Now, maybe
You
it was
know what
just
I'm
you.
talking about.
Maybe
If I
it was
thought-
just
if
you
I
she was
said-
saying these things
No, it was
to.
everybody.
And you thought it was everybody.
It was everybody. Trust me.
let us know, Bree, who it is.
I don't want to say that because
No, don't say
yeah,
nothing.
Playing. Tune in when we're down live. Down
if
at
I
the
said
Eagle.
if I said what I was going to say, you know exactly what I was talking about.
Okay,
Yeah, but I can't say it.
Because then a million other people.
Yeah.
You know, a million people are watching this right now,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
over the world.
We have
Matt
worldwide
Leffler
subscribers.
might be watching it in Germany, dude.
Hope so.
We have actually subscribers in England and
No, we don't.
Ireland and stuff.
In England?
Yeah.
We're abroad?
We
Wow,
are.
look at
And
that.
And we
Wow,
are.
look at me now.
And we're nationwide, California to here. I mean, you can't go no further than California.
We got
man.
listeners in California?
Yeah.
It's YouTube. It's all over the fucking world.
But do we have subscribers? That's what I'm saying from the country.
Yeah.
You're lying
Why would I lie?
'Cause-
When I've ever lied to you,
a
man.
million times.
Yeah, they're watching in Lithuania.
Well, to the people in England, hello, governor.
Isn't it?
Isn't it?
I think it's Ireland too.
That's same accent.
No, it's not.
England, Ireland, same thing, dude.
No, it's not.
Get the fuck out of here. England, Ireland, and Australia are all the same.
Northern Ireland and England
They're all
would
the
be
same,
more
dude.
similar
They're
than
all
Ireland
English.
and England.
What about Scottish?
All English.
No, that's definitely different.
No.
Scottish.
They
talk
might say
like
different
this.
words, but they all say, yeah, just a different baritone.
Yeah, like, yeah.
No, different tone. Different tone. Just like you talk like this. Or you talk like this. It's all the same, dude. It's all English accent.
Keep going.
Good day, mate. Yeah, or good day,
That's-
mate.
Yeah, that's
It's all the same.
That's just
Australian.
Australian. They don't say that.
People in England say mate all the time.
good day, mate, and hello, governor, are not the same.
Hello, mate, and good day, mate, are all the same.
To
People
you,
in England say mate. I heard Conor McGregor, who's Irish, right?
Tomatoes,
I heard him say mate.
Who?
Conor McGregor.
well, they say yeah as friends, but like
It's still mate.
yeah,
It's
Yeah,
all-
but they don't say
different.
good day,
I rest
mate.
my
That's
case.
more of an Australian thing.
Yeah, they say one word in front of a different.
That's
it's
because
still
everybody
English.
from Australia originated from Ireland,
From down under.
England, and
yeah, they're a bunch of fucking criminals.
criminals.
Yeah, it used to be a prison land.
Bunch of kangaroo fuckers, if you
That's
ask
right.
us.
If kangaroos could talk, that's how they would talk, just like the English. It's all the same, dude.
It's just English, but there's a different twang to it.
And plus, just
Oh
like
yeah,
America,
just like Northern
just like
America.
America.
And say people from Pennsylvania, people from fucking South
I'm saying-
Carolina, right?
I'm saying people from
Yeah.
fucking South Pennsylvania and North Pennsylvania.
Right.
In
But what is
between,
it?
there's 5 different fucking.
but they're
ways of
still
saying
speaking American.
Where do you go down to Georgia?
Shout out to Georgia.
But anyway,
Looking for a
Yeah.
Georgia.
from
Georgia.
in England alone, you got the Cockney accent, you got the other.
But it's
other
still
accent.
English.
That's
I'm fucking that's the only ones I know. The Cockney. After I said, I'm like, fuck, I don't know
Yeah.
the other one.
It's the only one.
Still English.
There's another one, the Shire.
Every country, dude. Northern Italians speak the same thing as Southern Italian. It might be a different words, but it's different. It's all Italian.
Nah, yeah, but there's different.
Sicilians speak
dialect.
Italian.
Different dialect.
Okay, but it's still Italian.
You just got to end it with a vowel, and it's Italian.
Yeah.
Boopity boopity bip.
Artie Lang had a good joke. You say if you just say a bunch of Italian food, like all together, it's like you're speaking Italian. People would never know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's try it. Let me see if you can do it.
Rigatoni, ravioli, I'm all saying all R words, so I gotta
No, you're an R word.
jokes, folks. But that was
Rigatoni, spaghetti.
Parmesan.
Oh, Jesus.
What kind of fucking guinea wop dago motherfuckers are used that you can't even spout out some fucking Italian food?
Speaking of Italian foods, do you like? Everybody talks about like the Parmesan, spaghetti, pastas. Do you like the other kind of Italian food, like greens and beans?
Yo, greens and beans is my signature dish, bro.
You like that stuff?
I fucking love it. It's the only thing I make.
That's what I was gonna say. It's the only thing I ever had that he makes.
Did your grandma make menashta?
What's that?
It's like some kind of white beans, cabbage. It has like pepperoni, ham.
It's the same. That's what greens and beans is, but
The greens and beans is
The way you're-
escarole and beans.
right. But what you just described as greens and beans is the same thing, except you swap the cabbage and the green.
Yeah, just like my English thing I was talking about. It's the same
Because
thing.
the way my family makes greens and beans is with the white beans and pepperoni
Right.
and
Yeah, I didn't like
escarole.
I did like getting left Italian bread and dipping it in there and eating.
Yeah,
that.
oh,
I
this shit
like
is
that.
delicious,
yeah.
man.
I didn't like. I can't eat beans, dude. Like, especially the white beans. Yeah.
You don't like baked beans?
Baked beans, I can do.
They
Look,
don't
if
really
you throw some
taste
Franks
like
in there,
that.
I can eat some baked beans.
They don't.
I'm not eating baked beans straight
But
up.
maybe just.
Oh, you gotta eat baked beans with like your
Nah.
picnic shit.
Franks
I
and
love
beans.
baked beans, man.
Franks and beans.
I
are the
love
shit.
baked beans, but it's gotta be. It can't be like. It can't be like the Frank and beans baked beans, like the tomatoes based.
Nah, you got to get bushes.
You gotta get bushes.
Franks and beans. What are you talking about?
And I don't like the fucking Franks in there.
What?
I only eat off beef Franks. And
You're not
there's like
American.
chicken Frank. There's like whatever the fuck that like that's true lips and assholes in there right there.
That is delicious.
It's not that good.
Oh my god, here we go.
It's not that fucking good.
You don't like hot dogs?
Yeah, I like hot dogs, but I don't like the beans that I don't like the.
You just said slips and assholes.
Yeah, but I don't. I mean, yeah, but
That's
all
because you said
beefers-
all beef hot dogs.
all beef hot dogs.
I don't eat beef hot dogs.
You don't eat beef
I
hot
can't.
dogs?
I can't stand beef hot dogs.
Are you fucking kidding
What are you
me?
talking about?
I only eat Dietz and Watson hot dogs, real pork hot dogs, not beef. I think beef hot dogs are disgusting. I think beef pepperoni is disgusting. It's
Show's
fucking-
over, folks.
Yeah.
You guys eat beef hot dogs.
I
Yeah,
only eat
100%.
beef.
Did you ever
fucking
eat a
hot dogs.
real hot dog, a real Frank?
Yeah,
I think real hot dogs are beef hot
No
dogs.
way, dude.
and like and when growing up poor,
pork
fucking
is a hot
turkey
dog.
dog,
Hot
whatever the
dog's supposed to be
fuck,
pork.
the cheapest shit you could get, and I vowed never to eat that shit again. My kid will never fucking.
I'll give
know
you a
what a
Dietz
fucking-
and Watson deli Frank, right? Which is a true traditional hot dog, or a Dietz and Watson super deli Frank, which I just got from the butcher. And then you eat one of your disgusting fucking beef Franks.
You got a real butcher shop around your way?
In Malvern, we go to this one. It's called Worrell's. It's fucking delicious. Yeah, shout out to it.
But anyway,
Guy looks like Sam from the Brady Bunch. Remember the butcher from the Brady Bunch? Looks just like in the shop. Looks just like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And after a little while of
Where do you go? You're not
figuring
taking
out-
my word on this?
only mustard goes on fucking hot dogs.
I love mustards.
No
And sauerkraut.
no ketchup.
Love a lot of
Don't-
sauerkraut.
I don't like putting ketchup on hot dogs.
Sauerkraut?
It's disgusting. Sauerkraut.
Love sauerkraut.
Relish, mustard.
I do like mustard and
Fine.
ketchup once in a while.
Some people like onions. I don't fucking
love
like
onions. Loaded up.
But only mustard. Ketchup is gross on hot
I'll
dogs.
tell you right now, Jess. I bet you Texas Tommies weren't beef Franks.
That's different
Maybe
though.
not.
No, not Texas hot wieners.
Right.
Yeah, but that's a wiener.
They use
Not a
Dietz
hot
and
dog.
Watson.
A wiener's a hot dog, dude.
Did you say Dietz and Watson?
Dietz and Watson
That's
deli.
what they use down here.
Yeah.
That's what they used to use down here.
Yeah, but it's different though.
This here, the first answer, what are hot dogs supposed to be made of? The first answer is emulsified meat trimmings of chicken, beef, or pork. Okay.
Right.
So it can be whatever based on the
Yeah.
company.
Beef is disgusting, though.
But it's
Do yourself a favor. Next time you're at the supermarket, whenever you go, next time, go to the Frank hot dog wiener section, whatever you call it, and get yourself Dietz and Watson deli Franks.
Hot dogs.
And then you'll never eat a beef Frank again.
Yeah, deli Franks because delis need cheap shit to make money. So they're cheap.
All I'm saying, I don't care if it's cheap or not, eat one of them, you'll never eat a beef Frank again.
All right. Hot dogs come from the German Frankfurter,
Frankfurter.
which is originally sausage. In the U.S., hot dogs tend to be all beef or a mixture of meat trimmings from beef and or pork, but tend to be all beef.
Nah, that's what a beef Frank is.
like Philly's Franks. I think they're all beefers.
Nah. Type up Philly Franks.
Let's see what the most popular hot dog.
I can't. I hate beef Frank. I think they're.
I don't think you
disgusting.
do.
Like Nathan's beef Franks are disgusting. I can't even know how they're so popular.
Because they're good.
They're fucking disgusting, dude.
And I cook mine in the fucking oven anyway.
Shout out to
You
Diesel
cook hot dogs in the oven? How'd they come out? I never had that.
Really good.
Oh
I
my
like them in
God,
frying
I'm about
pan.
to leave
I
frying
like,
pan.
well,
That's
I
my
like them in
favorite
the
way to
frying
make
pan, but if I'm busy and I don't fucking feel
Hot
like
dog in the
cooking,
oven
I throw them
sounds
in the
disgusting,
fucking oven.
dude.
They plump up.
Nah.
It's
You
like
don't
a
have
grill.
time. Put them in a fucking
It's like on
microwave.
a fucking grill. But nah, I
Microwave.
don't microwave shit.
Or
I
toaster
try to
oven.
not to use the microwave unless I really
one of
have
them
to.
guys. Frying pan is the best way. Boiling is the second best way. Third best way is the microwave.
I remember I made hot dogs.
Except for the
at your
first
house.
best way is the oven.
I made hot dogs at your house one time, but when I cut them up and we put them in the microwave, they all came out.
I remember
round
that on
like
Chain
flour.
Street, right? Yeah.
They came out what?
Like a flour.
Like a flour.
You know what I do? I put the fucking hot dogs in this thing, lay them out, put the sauerkraut over top of them, and I throw them in the fucking oven. And
That's
like,
disgusting.
and
I've
it's
never heard of
fucking
anybody
awesome.
cook a hot dog in the oven. Never.
How is that the fucking disgusting? But a microwave ain't fucking disgusting.
Because the microwave's cooking it.
And then
through.
they get all fucking weird at the ends. And
That's the
like,
best part.
dis-
Like it's
that's
chewy.
disgusting.
You got to poke holes in them.
Frying,
I don't like
frying is the best way.
I don't have fucking time.
It takes 5
Fucking
seconds.
fast.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but I like them. I think the flavor builds more in the oven.
That
Try
was-
it in the fucking oven.
Dude,
Try it.
my mom used to pack me lunch when I was in elementary school. She used to fry hot dogs the night before and then put them on bread. I used to
Alright.
take them cold like that. Just love them. Matter of fact, I might make one.
I don't like cold hot dogs.
Oh man, you know you can eat hot dogs raw.
You can, but you
Yeah.
get worms.
Bologna.
They're
Hey, it's
cooked already.
bologna.
They're cooked already.
Right, so I'm convinced you get worms.
I used to eat them all the time when I was little. Raw.
Hell yeah.
Never ate a raw wiener when you
Nah,
were
they're
little?
gross, man.
Not what I heard.
Do you know how you're at a cookout at Fatz's house?
The hot dogs taste like shit.
All right, well, I'm going to crush what you just said about
Well,
the
wait,
ingredients.
you're taking what I said wrong though.
No, I'm not. Listen, I googled the most popular hot dog brands. This is the 18 best hot dog brands.
Let me hear it. What's number one?
Applegate Farms uncured beef.
I never knew they
Number
made hot
2, Frankfurter's beef. Hebrew National
Jesus
beef.
Christ. Am I in the minority here?
There you go. Neiman Ranch Fearless uncured beef and pork franks.
Beef and what?
Yeah, it's the third one on the list.
Okay.
Angus beef
Yeah.
bun size.
Ballpark blows though. They shouldn't even be on the list.
Ew. Organic chicken
I
hot
never even heard of
dog.
half of
That's
these brands.
disgusting.
Chicken made before pork?
Oscar Mayer turkey
Turkey
franks.
dogs suck, dude.
Yeah, they're gross too.
Yeah.
They are fucking gross, and they're
Plant-based hot
See that?
dogs.
Let me tell you something. Me and Junior went down to the Phillies game like last weekend or whatever, and he's like vegetarian. He went and got himself a sandwich, vegetarian sandwich, one of them stands down there. He came back and said, "Here." He gave me a hot dog, and I ate it. It's fucking delicious. It was a fucking plant-based hot
Plant-based,
dog.
was it?
I couldn't believe how fucking good it was. It tastes like a real hot dog. I couldn't
think they're
believe I was
cooking it on the same shit, or you think they got their own?
It was a vegetarian stand, like all vegetarian food.
Gotcha. Oh,
I
he's
couldn't-
vegetarian.
Yeah, I couldn't believe what I was eating, dude. I thought he got me a real hot
They
dog.
say that stadium got the best food for vegetarians out of all the stadiums in the country.
But you gotta wait in line. You're gonna miss half the game for anything you want to eat down there. Like
That Philly stadium is a badass
Yeah.
stadium.
You
You,
know
can
what,
just go
dude?
down there and just walk around and hang out.
I'm gonna
go
say
watch the
this
game
right
for
now.
a couple minutes, go get a sandwich, go get a drink.
I'm gonna say this right now.
Right now, you're going to say this.
That might be one of the best things to do for if you just want to like have a nice night out. If the weather's perfect, nothing's better than going to the Phillies game, grabbing a dog, and just sitting back relaxing. The weather was perfect when I went down there. We had a dog, watch a game. They lost, but I didn't even care. It was just great to sit there relaxing with nice weather. Watching the Phils.
I get the helmet with the ice cream.
Yeah,
It's my
the lines
shit
are too
every
long
time.
for everything, dude. I wanted to get a Tony Luke steak, but the line, you miss half the game waiting for a fucking steak. Like, fuck that. I had him before.
I'll just
Yeah.
wait in the vegetarian line and make fun of them all.
He had a vegetarian chicken parm sandwich. It smelled delicious.
Did it ask for a bite?
It's fucking
Nah.
unnatural though.
He offered, but I didn't want one.
You know what? Like I don't agree with any of that shit.
Well, if you're vegetarian, what do? Sometimes you want chicken.
Then you eat a fucking chicken.
Actually,
God intended.
Actually, he just switched over. He's pescatarian now. He's eating
So
fish.
he's eating fish.
Yeah, because it's something about working out and protein and something like
Yeah, because you cannot get the same proteins. I don't care if you eat peas, peanuts,
beans, nuts.
you cannot get the same
You can get some
protein
from
that you get from
You can get
red
supplements
meat
too.
and chicken.
You got to take supplements.
It's like the strains.
The nothing's like the real.
Yeah, yeah, dude. There's no way I can give up meat. I tried it. I did vegetarian for like 2 weeks.
I had problems.
Sucks.
I'll tell you what. I went all vegetarian to help my girl out. She did this whole vegetarian thing, and I was
Is she
supportive.
vegetarian?
Not anymore. I had stomach problems, man, because when you're not used to eating vegetables, like that shit just, I don't know what the fuck, but they just tore me up.
I think
Hell
it's,
yeah, boy. You had built up a Papa Guido's for 40 years in there.
They say it's good though to do something like that every once in a while, like to switch your system up a little bit.
Well, I made vegetarian lasagna, right? And I made the sauce and everything.
I love veggie.
I mean,
lasagna.
I
Love
actually
it.
didn't buy any cans. I took a shitload of tomatoes, cooked them down, did the whole thing, made every single thing of veg.
Well, you made it homemade?
Just like Dickey used to do.
And I even put like vegetarian sausage, vegetarian hamburger, all that shit.
Oh, I thought you were just talking vegetable lasagna.
No, like
I like
Sounds
vegetable
fucking
lasagna.
But yeah,
disgusting.
it's vegetarian lasagna, like but it's got vegetables, but it's also got the plant-based meats.
Yeah.
Because it's all fucking plants.
Stouffer's makes a fucking mean vegetable.
So after like 2 weeks or like a week of this, and like I walked my kid to up the road. We went to a store, went over and somewhere to get something to eat, like piece of pizza or something.
Slice.
And I realized I didn't have my wallet, so I had to go home.
Oh, Chris, forgot my wallet.
You know how that works. But my kid, I couldn't pull it on my kid. She ain't got no money. So I forgot my wallet. You got to pay this time. Fucking my money anyway. So we quick go up, and on the way back, I started getting gurgly.
Bubble guts.
And it was terrible because I had to still get home. But she's running, and I'm like, I just had to stop.
Squeeze it.
I couldn't. And I was just like, what are you doing? I'm
Just
like,
clenched
just
up.
I'm like, nothing. Just keep going. Keep walking. And so I walk, and I'm getting there, and then it just happened.
You shit yourself? Oh, my God.
But luckily, I had like boxer briefs because them things got like real tight on
It
your
holds
leg.
it.
So it was like it was like
Yeah,
I was
shit
like,
all over
"Ah,
your
crap."
nuts. Yeah, shitty nuts.
So we had just moved. They had just moved into this place, and of course, people were friendly. The neighbor wants to come. Oh, your new neighbor.
Yeah, you
like,
stunk
I'm
like a
no,
sack
I
of
don't live
shit.
here. Like, get the fuck away from me. I'm like, so I had to like go.
Yeah,
in.
when they see you following your
My
daughter, they
kid
probably thought
didn't
you were
know.
a freak.
My kid, she's like, yeah,
That
you know, she
pedophile
doesn't-
smells like shit.
she doesn't know anything. We go in the house. I quick get in the shower. It was terrible.
Nobody
So,
found your shitty
more or
drawers.
less,
He was stomping the turds down the drain.
I got
Waffle
rid of,
stomp.
I got rid of all evidence. There was no. I didn't try to wash them. They were.
Nah,
They
you
were,
shit yourself, throw them
they were
out,
done.
dude.
They were done. They had
Where were
hamburg-
you after
funny-
this episode?
Funny, like they were hamburgers and hot dogs all over them. They were like, because they were like they had patterns on them of hot dogs and hamburgers, but that ironically. But yeah, vegetables no good. Make you shit yourself.
Yeah, when you're not
Gotta eat
used
meat.
to them.
Gotta eat meat. I refuse to eat. I don't even really like vegetables anymore.
The guy at my job, he's like in charge of the safety stuff. He don't work at my job. Like, the whole Northeast, whatever. He's in charge of safety. He's on a carnivore diet. All he eats is meat, and to get his vitamins, he has to eat.
Atkins diet.
He has to eat.
almost.
He only eats meat, and to get his the vitamins you need, you got to eat organs, like animal organs, like
Right,
kidneys and liver. Fuck that.
Yeah, that's just disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, more power to him, dude.
We talked about that. Liver's just gross, man. That's where everything, all the fucking bullshit goes through the liver, and that's supposed to be real nutritious and shit. But I'm just thinking that
I can't even smell it being cooked,
it's
honestly.
disgusting.
I haven't smelled that shit since we were
what
little.
chitlins.
Oh, chitlins are horribly
Fucking
disgusting.
disgusting. It's fucking
Nothing's
shit.
worse
You're
than-
smelling shit, dude.
Chitlins and
Yeah, it's fucking disgusting, dude. It smells like shit.
Sorry for grossing you out, folks, but we'll do it again next week. Thanks for tuning in.
thanks.
Sayonara.